Hey guys, Bill Soriano here from Pittsburgh, and it's Saturday about 11 a.m. Eastern time. And so it's time for me to go over to trade recap, the Smart Money Concepts trade recap for the week of 7/31/23, last week, basically, or this week, but last trading week. So this is the video. And again, I teach this strategy for free. I post the videos on YouTube, and then I put them in my group, my Forex Smart Money Trading Academy group. So this is the video from last week on 7/24, where we had 3 wins, 3 losses, and a 3% gain on our account. So remember, all of our trades are 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio trades. So if we lose the trade, we lose 1%. If we win the trade, we gain 2%. There's nothing in between. We either lose 1% or we gain 2%, right? So with that in mind, we're able to basically lose 6 out of 10 trades and still make money, right? We actually can lose we actually can lose 66% of our trades and break even, right? So we could lose 2 out of every 3 trades and break even. And if we win just 4 out of 10 trades, we make money. But as you can see here, for the month of July, at the time I did this video, we were at 20 wins, 12 losses, and a 28% gain on account. So we're going to go over the spreadsheet for the month of July here real fast. And then we're going to go over the trade recap for last week. And I believe last week we had 6 or 7 trades. We'll figure that out here. But you see here, after I do the recap, I then do on Sundays, I do this video, the Smart Money Concepts training video, where I go over the weekly Forex Smart Money overview forecast for the week. And that's where we identify the daily trend, mark up the 4-hour points of interest on all the 28 pairs, right? And then we set our alerts there. And then once those alerts are hit, we drop down to the 15-minute chart, look for our entry model. And the only one is the lower time frame flip. And that's how we decide to take our trade on the 15-minute chart. So I'll be doing this video tomorrow where I'll go over again all 28 pairs. So every week I do this. I've been doing this for free for a while now, guys. I will tell you this, though. After the month of August, this will no longer be free. Now, most people, as you know, that trade Forex, they also like to make money other ways online. A lot of them are affiliate marketers or network marketers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you join a company that I promote, and you're going to get a product from them. It's only going to be $25 a month. And so you'll get that product for $25 a month. And when you join me in getting that product with this company that I promote, then you'll get free access to my training that I do here, that I've been doing for free in my group for at least the last 6 months, maybe up to a year. But anyway, you'll $25 a month is nothing. You'll get the product from the company that I promote, which will help you, build your other businesses you may promote online. And if you don't have any, then you can promote that company online. But the whole idea is you're going to join me in that company for $25 a month, and then that is going to give you access to my free training that I do every week. So let's show you the spreadsheet here real fast from the month of July. And really, this is really the first month that I kept track of this for you. So there were 33 trades that went off using our Smart Money Concepts strategy, right? So that means that I set alerts for these pairs, right? And the alerts were hit, and then the entry model went off and executed, okay? Now, this was the first month I started doing it, and you can see here there were 33 trades that you could have taken. Now, full disclosure, guys, I did not take all 33 trades. I'm not sure exactly how many I took, and my results don't really matter because they have no effect on your results. What matters is that this strategy, there were 33 trades that executed, right? And 21 were wins, 12 were losses. And again, risking 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio on every trade, a win rate of 64%. Remember, you break even if you win just 33% of your trades. Our win rate in the month of July was almost double that. So the percentage gain on your account, had you taken all 33 trades, would have been 30%. Now, obviously, not everyone could have taken all 33 of these trades. As you know, I own a restaurant, so I'm there during the day. So the times that I could trade are actually limited, right? And you may work as well during the day. But even if you were a full-time trader watching the charts every day, you probably would not have taken all 33 trades because you probably have some kind of risk limit where once you have 1 or 2 trades open that are at risk, you wouldn't take any more until those trades either, you know, got stopped out of the loss or went to take profit, right? So even a full-time trader may not have been able to take all 33 of these trades. What's important to understand is that out of these 33 trades, 21 were wins and 12 were losses. Now, this spreadsheet is in the group, and they're all listed down here. Now, what happened is, what I started doing here near the end of the month was I started putting a date here for the week. So that way we could see each week, right? And I also then started putting a column for what time of day did the lower time frame flip entry model execute. So you could see I started doing that 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 9 a.m., 9 p.m. Right now, there's also a column here because, like we said, we get out of these trades once we have a 2R gain. But if this does make a bigger move before it comes back down to where we got in, then I will put that in this column here. So some of these trades went to 3R, 4R, one even went to 7R, 5R. You could see that here in this column here. And then what I started doing was I put an image here from TradingView, and that's the finished image showing that trade, right? I also post them in the group. But here, we'll have a document every month that we can actually look at and reference, okay? But again, for the month of July, 21 wins, 12 losses, 64% win rate, and a 30% gain on our trading account. Again, if we were able to take all those trades, right? So now let's look at the month of August so far. So we have 1 week in August, and this is the trade recap now that we're going to go over this week. There were 6 trades this week, okay? 3 were wins and 3 were losses. Again, if we lose 2 out of 3 trades, we break even with our strategy, right? Because we risk 1% to get 2%, okay? So with 3 winning trades out of 6, a 50% win rate, we have a 3% gain on our trading account for the week. That's for the week, guys. You put your money in the bank, you can't even get 3% for a year, right? That's a 3% gain for a week, okay? And again, you could see the trades here. 2 of these trades went to 5R, right? Now, again, we get out at 2R because what we found is that a lot of these trades, after you get a 2R gain, will drop back down to or below your entry, and we don't want that to happen. But we do keep track, and we notice here that on 2 out of these 3 wins, we would have been able to get a 5R gain. However, that's not calculated in our winning percentage, right? Or our percentage gain or loss. That's just so we can keep track of that. And at some point, if we see that a larger majority of our winning trades are going to 3, 4, 5, or even 6 or 7R, then we can make a change to our actual strategy where maybe we try to get a 1 to 2.5 risk to reward ratio on every trade. But for right now, we're just going 1 to 2. Okay, so what we're going to do here on this weekly recap is we're going to go over each one of these 6 trades here that went off this week. And I'm going to show you, because somebody got back to me one day and they said, hey, why don't you remove me from these emails? They're on my email list. So if you guys are on my email list, you know that you get an email probably on Saturday talking about this video that I'm doing and sending you the link. The guy said, hey, take me out of that list. I can get the same information for free from ICT, which mine's free as well, right? Now, after this month, there will be a small fee. You have to pay $25 a month, right, to get access to this training. But anyway, he said, and they tell you why they took the trade. So that's why I'm going to show you each one of these trades now in the recap. And, usually you don't have more. We had 33 trades last month, so over a 4-week period, that would average out to about 8 trades a week. So that was a lot for some of those weeks in that month. And I don't know, maybe we had more weeks in the month of July. Let me see here real fast. So not really. There were just 4 weeks in the month. So now this month, we may see more. We may see more trades in it. So the first pair we're going to go over here, right? And by the way, just so you know, what I do is here, like I said, I do this video on Sunday. Saturday is this video, the trade recap, where we're going to go over the winning trades. I'm going to show you exactly where and why I took the trade, right? And then I also post the images here in the group. Right? I also post the images of the trades here in the group for the week. Okay. So they're here as well. If you don't want to watch this video and you just want to look at those images, they're here in the group. But anyway, let's look at the AUDCHF trade. Okay, and what I've done was I have it on replay mode now. So this is our 4-hour order block that we marked up, right, on Sunday, this week on Sunday for the week. And this blue line was our point of interest. Okay, so if we start playing this, you're going to see here that our point of interest gets hit right here. So at the time of our point of interest getting hit, our break of structure that we would need to get our change of character, which is our 15-minute entry model, right? We look for a change of character, and then once we get that change of character, right, then we know we look for an order block to set our limit order to take our trade. Okay, so that would be right down here at these lows. So we would need to first see a break of structure down here, which would create a change of character. And that would tell us that now on the 15-minute chart, the trend is changing for us. So now we can look to take this trade to the downside, because right now it's just moving up, and it may just keep moving up, right? So let's see what happens now. Price comes down, right? And then right here, well, not yet. Now, right at this point here, price makes a break of structure to the upside. So again, we look for a body of the candle to close above the highest wick, the highest prior wick, okay? And we get that right here. So once that happens, guys, now our break of structure or change of character moves up to here, because this is the low now associated with that new high. So now we just need price to move down below this red line here so that we can identify where to take this trade, okay? So here it comes. And right there. So right there, that's where we get our break of structure to the downside, and that gives us our choke, right, or our change of character. And it's that candle right there. Let me just show you this. I'm just going to put choke right there, right? That candle, when that candle closes below that red line, that gives us our break of structure to the downside or our change of character. And now we have to identify where is the order block on the 15-minute chart now that causes this break of structure and change of character. Now, you could actually probably use the Smart Money Concepts indicator, right, to help you identify this, okay? And in this case here, the indicator was giving us this area right here, okay? But like I said, this indicator is accurate for me about 80% of the time. Now, right now, for me, I can see right here that I have a blue candle, right? The last up candle before this down move, I get a big engulfing candle here and we have lots of imbalance. So for me, this is where I want to get in this trade right here. Okay. And so what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the wick of that blue candle. Okay, let me just take another red line and put it right there. Okay, and that's where I want to take this trade. Okay, and then right there, price wicks up and it gets us into this trade, right? Because you would have a sell limit order set for this. So right here, basically on Tuesday the 1st at 12:15 a.m. Eastern time, that trade executed. And then look what happens after that. Straight down, right? Straight down. And then boom, right there, we're out of this trade. Okay. So this candle here was our change of character, our break of structure, which gave us our change of character. This was our order block right here. And that was our entry right there. Okay. And then right away, within just a couple hours, we're out of this trade with a 1-to-2 risk to reward ratio to our gain, right? Okay, so the next trade that we're going to look at here, and let me see something. So what I wanted to do, I was just wanted to set it up for you here real fast, but next time I'll just pause the video so we don't have to go through this all. But the next trade here is EURCHF. Okay, and we could see here that EURCHF, this was a losing trade, right? So let's look at this trade real fast here and see what happens. Why we took it. So again, here's our 4-hour order block, and here's our point of interest, this blue line right here. Okay, right there, point of interest gets hit, and at this point, this is where our break of structure would be, where this red line is right here, right at the wick of this low. Okay, so now we need price to come down here to give us our change of character, to tell us that the trend on the 15-minute is now changing so that we can take this trade to the downside. Otherwise, price may just continue moving up. So we don't just want to take this trade off of the 4-hour point of interest. We want to wait for our confirmation on a 15-minute chart. Very important. So here what happens is boom, right there. Right there, what happens? We get our change of character. There's our break of structure. And that candle right there, when that closes, gives us our choke, right? I'm trying to show you why we would have taken these trades, what we're looking at. So now we have to identify an order block, right, to take this trade at. And again, you can use the indicator to help you with that. It's taking you all the way back up to here because there's really nowhere else to go, right? There's no other order blocks here on the 15-minute chart that you can use. There's all kinds of imbalance, but there's really no order blocks, right? So what we did was we went, because we were looking for where is the imbalance, right? Since this wick came up here, the imbalance kind of starts right here. So what I would do is I would highlight this area right here, and I would go down to that wick right there, okay? And so that's where I'm looking to take this trade, okay? So let's see what happens. Now this one takes a while. Wait a second, I got this. Move this up here so we can see it. So this one takes a while to come back up, guys, right? And maybe that's why this trade lost. Maybe it made a move too far down to begin with, right? So you can see prices moving back up. And then boom, right there, we get into this trade. I'm sorry, right? Actually, it was right here. You can see right here is the candle where we get into this trade, right? So now we're in the trade. Our lower time frame flip executed, right? Price makes a move down, right? It consolidates for a while, comes down further, right? And then it starts to move up, and you can see them right there. We get stopped out at a 1% loss. So this was a losing trade, but this is why we took the trade, right? We got our change of character. It pulled back to our 15-minute order block where the imbalance was. We got in the trade. It did make a move down, not quite enough to get our 2R gain, and then we got stopped out at a loss, okay? Let me just pause this for a second here. So the next video we have is the next trade we have was EURNZD, right? So we could see here, EURNZD was a winning trade executed at 12:15 a.m. So again, why did we take this trade? So right here, what you see is you could see our order block that we had marked up when we did our video on Sunday, right? The blue line is our point of interest line. So we're waiting for price to come down there and hit that line, right? So right here, boom, right? Our alert goes off. Our 4-hour point of interest gets hit. So our alert goes off. And at that point right there, if we were looking for a break of structure to the upside to give us our change of character, we would probably use this wick right here, okay? So what happens there, now price comes around here. And then what happens is, now you see here how price moves lower. So price hit our alert right here. Let me show you this again. Price hit our alert right here. Then it broke structure to the downside. Now, once it broke structure to the downside, then our break of structure is right here, okay? And you can see what happens is, actually, we use that wick right there. And right here, we get our choke. So right here, we get our choke. And then, again, we see that we have this Smart Monix candle right here, this yellow candle. We used to use these for entry models, but we don't anymore. But because we have that, and that's the engulfing candle that goes with this order block, this is where we want to get in this trade, right? So we want to wait for price. We want to put our buy limit right here. And that's what we would do, right? And then boom, right there, you can see price comes back and it wicks and it just hits our buy limit, okay? So we would be in the trade, right? And then boom, price shoots up and we have our 2R gain, okay? Now this particular trade went a lot further as well. But again, All we're trying to do is get that 2R gain, right? So the next trade that we have is USDCAD. Okay, and you can see our 4-hour order block. There's our 4-hour point of interest, right? I show you how to set these on the video tomorrow, right? So make sure you watch the video. Look for me to drop the YouTube video in this group, Forex Smart Money Trading Academy group. And again, if you're not in the group, make sure you get with me so we can add you to the group. Okay, you may be watching this video on YouTube or on another social media platform. You need to get access to this group, right? Also, if you don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about breakup structure, change of character, order blocks, that means you have to take my free 9-part Smart Money Concepts video series. Again, it's free. Drop me a message. I'll register for you. I'll send you a link to register for that. Absolutely free. You'll get 1 video per day for 9 days. And you'll learn all this stuff that you need to know to follow along here on my videos. Okay, so let's see what happens here. There's our point of interest right there. Right there, our point of interest gets hit, right? Price climbs higher. So at this point, we would probably have our breakup structure down here at this low, right? Okay, what happens is price moves higher again. Okay, let's see. So right here, didn't get it yet. So what happened is right here, as price moved higher, we now moved our breakup structure to right here, to this wick right here. Okay, because we got this price action higher. So we were able to identify this area as our change of character. So that wick right there gives us our change of character. And now we have to identify the order block that we want to use, right? And if we turned on the indicator, it would give us a couple. But because we have this yellow shift candle or yellow shift candle, Smart Monix shift candle is what it's called. And by the way, this indicator, you get this indicator for free on TradingView. So if you need it, let me know and I'll send you a link to that. That'll paint these yellow candles, and you can see this red arrow here above it tells us that that's a down candle. And so we're going to use that, and we wanted to use that imbalance that was created right here. So you could see we're going to basically use this order block right here. And so we're setting our sell limit right there. Okay. Price comes, right? What happens? It moves up, boom, we get in the trade right here. So that looks like it's about 11 p.m. on Tuesday night. 11 p.m. Eastern time, we're now in this trade, right? What happens? Up, price moves up, we get stopped out of the loss, right? So at this point now, so far for the month of August, we have 2 losses and 2 wins, right? So now our next trade is also a loss in USDCHF. So in USDCHF, we see here we have our 4-hour order block marked up for a sell, right? Our point of interest is the blue line right there. Just fast. And let's see what happens here. Okay, so right there, price hits our point of interest. And at that point, you would identify this low right here where this red line is as the break of structure you need to get your choke or change of character that tells you it's now safe to set a sell limit at the order block and the imbalance created, right? Now, you can see here, this wick comes down. We need the body of the candle to close below this line. In order to get a break of structure, we need the body of the candle to close above or below the line that we have. Okay. We use the wicks to identify where to put that line, but we need the body of the candle to close below it. Okay, right? Still no close below it, right? Still no close below it, right? Now, right here, there's our choke, right? There's where we get our break of structure to the downside. This candle closes below the area that we identified for our break of structure, which gives us our choke or our change of character. And now we can identify this. Again, we can use the indicator if we want. It gives us that area right there. Like I said, about 80% of the time, it's going to give you the correct area. But sometimes there's other factors that the indicator uses to like calculate volatility, and sometimes it won't give you the area that you actually want to use. Okay, but if you're brand new, you have to use the indicator to help you, right? That's fine. But this, you could see this area because you have this big engulfing candle and you have all this imbalance here. So that's basically where you want to get in, okay? So this is our order block right here, this smaller shaded area, right? And so we're looking for price to come back here so that we can get into this trade. Right, you can see price is moving up, price is moving up. We have our sell limit set, and boom, right there, it gets executed. So now we're in this trade. That's our lower time frame flip entry is executed right there. And that looks like it was about 3:15 a.m. Okay, and right away, we get stopped out. Real quick, guys, we get stopped out, right? So now for the month, we're at 2 wins, 3 losses, but guess what? We still have a 1% gain on our account. Why? Because on those 2 wins, we gained 2% for a total of 4. And the 3 losses, we lost 3% for a total of 3. 4 minus 3 gives us a 1% gain on our account at that point. Okay. Now there's one more trade to go over. So this last trade now is in AUDUSD. Okay, let me just fix the replay mode here so we can see what we got going on here. Okay, so right here, this is like Thursday the week before, right? Now we have this, let me just get rid of these. That's where I'll just leave in there for now. But anyway, we have our point of interest right here, this blue line. We're waiting for that point of interest to get hit. So boom, right there, our point of interest gets hit. Okay. Now that was on Thursday, August 23rd, 4:45 a.m. So at that point, we identified this high right here, the last high prior to that break of structure down to the downside, hitting our point of interest. That's the break of structure we need to the upside to get our choke, right? Boom. Okay, so right here, we get that break of structure to the upside. The candle closes above that red line. That's our change of character. So now, again, you want to identify the 15-minute order block, right? Now, the indicator is giving you this order block down here. But again, this is where, after you do this for a while, you'll learn how to better identify these areas. Now, if you identified that area, there's nothing wrong with that. You just probably don't get in this trade, right? So let me just show you here. Okay, it's giving you this area down here, right? Now, me personally, I like this red candle right here because this is the last down candle before the up move that causes that break of structure. And there's also a lot of imbalance here. So for me, I set my buy limit right there. Okay. So again, like I said, there's nothing wrong with using the lower order block. You just may or may not get in the trade. Okay. So you may miss some trades by identifying not necessarily the wrong order block, but the other order block, right? So let's see what happens. Price moves up, and then boom, right here, price just wicks down to get us into this trade. Okay, now again, that's this order block that I identified. If you waited for the order block that the indicator gave you, you would not have gotten in this trade. Okay, so you would have just missed this trade. No big deal. It's just one you would have missed. But again, this is why it's so important to look at all the trades and the whole strategy to determine what's happening for the whole month. So let's see what happens now with this trade. Right? You can see here, price is moving up, moves back down, right? Back down again, consolidating a little bit, back down again, and now it makes its move up and boom, we're out of the trade. So right here, we get our 2R gain. We risk 1% to get 2%. And so again, for the month of August so far, just 1 week in, we have 3 winning trades, 3 losing trades, right? And so 50% win rate and a 3% gain on our trading account. Had we taken all 6 of those trades, again, we took all 6 of these trades, the way that I show them, you would have won 3, lost 3, and had a 3% gain on your trading account. Okay, so that was the week. So that's the trade recap for the week of July 31st, 2023, right? Remember, we went over, we marked up all of our charts, we marked up our 4-hour point of interest, right? Let me just show you the strategy here. Okay, so tomorrow, I'll go through all 28 pairs. I'll identify the daily trend bias. I'll identify the 4-hour order block. We'll look for a point of interest inside of that 4-hour order block, and that's where we'll set our alerts. I'll show you how to use that free indicator, the Smart Money Concepts, Lux Algo indicator. The order blocks must meet 3 criteria. They must lead to a break of structure. They must have an engulfing candle after the banker or institutional candle. And again, if you don't understand these terms, get with me so I can send you the link to register for my free 9-part Smart Money Concepts video series, right? Send me that link so you can watch those 9 videos. You'll get 1 a day for 9 days. Then you'll know what I'm talking about on these videos that I do, right? Must also cause imbalance. Again, what's imbalance? Well, if you don't know what imbalance is, I don't have time to go through that on these videos. You need to register for that 9-part Smart Money Concepts video series. There's a video that shows you what imbalance is and how to identify it, right? The order block must not already have been mitigated or touched. Now, once that trade alert, once that point of interest inside of the 4-hour order block gets hit, we drop down to the 15-minute chart and we wait for our entry model. The only entry model is our lower time frame flip. That's what I just showed you. We identify where we need to get a break of structure to get our change of character or our choke. After that, we're able to identify a 15-minute order block and the imbalance in that 15-minute order block to tell us where to put our limit order to take that trade. Okay, so that's the strategy, guys. And again, you're getting this for free. You've been getting it for free. You're going to continue getting it for free for the rest of this month. After this month, there will be a small fee. You'll have to join me in one of the companies I promote. $25 a month will be the minimum purchase you can make with that company, the minimum product that they have. And that'll give you access then to my Forex Smart Money trading every week that I do. Okay. And again, I do these 2 videos on YouTube and I drop them in the group here. So tomorrow we'll go over the Smart Money overview forecast for the week of August 6th. We'll identify those points of interest inside the 4-hour order blocks. as the trades go off for the week, we'll put the markups here in the group, like I did, and we'll keep track of them in our spreadsheet, our journal here, right? And then at the end of the week, like I'm doing today, we'll go over all the trades that are in the journal here, and I'll show you exactly why and when and where I would have taken that trade to get us the result that we got. Okay. So again, if you need access to my 9-part free Smart Money Concepts video series, make sure that you send me a message so I can send you the link to register for that. It's free. Okay. If you want to join our community, get access to everything we have at our community, everything we have at the company that we're with, let me know and I'll send you the link to that. Okay. You'll get access to all of our community's live training 5 days a week. You'll get access to all of the multitude of educators and live training in the company that we're with. You'll get access to our proprietary indicators, everything, guys. And so if you want it, if you're ready to do that, let me know. I'll send you the link to register for that. Okay. And then, like I said, this training that I do in my group, Forex Smart Money Trading Academy group, has been free. It will continue to be free for the rest of the month of August. And then in September, at some point, you will have to join me in one of my companies, purchase a minimal investment product, $25 a month. And that'll give you access to that product with the company that I promote, but it'll also give you access to my training, which will be moving to a new group that only people that are on my team with the company, the other company I promote or with, will get access to that new group. So again, any questions, drop them down below, guys. It's Bill Soriano from Pittsburgh, and have a great week.